Okay, so check it out. So the last couple of days, as I said, I took some time to just think. You know, I don't want to move too fast, right? Because every time I do that, I gain size. You know, every time I think I'm just kind of, don't get me wrong, my designs work. They work, but they are always bulky, right? So, with that said, here's my iteration up to this point. You see? So, now, over each finger, okay, so you remember these things, right? These are this is the ring that's on each finger. Now, the thing is, I also have a sizing law now that works. Whatever the size of this finger, I scale the parts for this finger up by 10% for the thumb, down by 5% for the middle. I mean, up by 5%. So this is 100%, this is 110%, this is 105%, this is 95%, and then this is 90%. And then from here to here is a 10% scaling. So if this is 90%, this is 80%. 85, 95, 90, 100. Well, actually, this is a special case, so I haven't iterated that yet. So you can see now. See now, I have the flow of tension. That was a thing, but at the same time, I've maintained the dopeness. Like I said, it has to evolve into dopeness, and it's modular now. So I can remove the whole finger, each finger, whatnot. I can change this color scheme. Like this is extra sporty. You know, the fingers look like they're on fire. You know, that's dope. But sometimes maybe I can have a set of these that are brown. You see, so then the only orange is here, and it's there's ways to play with that, right? So now, and these will be a mount surface as well. So this is to be explored at a future time. But you can see here now, because of this micronization, now I can think about the larger pieces in a smaller context. So this is a piece that I made. So here, 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 and here. These are all where the sensors will be. In fact, I just designed a sensor that's that exact size. I had designed it before, but I've made it into a mount point instead of something that's encased. I think that's going to really that's the key to shrinking the size. So you see here, see how that there's a hole there, you see, and this is just a mock-up. You know, then the other one will be reinforced. The hole will be reinforced so that when I mount a sensor in there, it'll stay put. And then the tension will be the anode over the top. So that'll be a nice thin spider web like membrane, but made of nylon. So then it won't stretch. Whereas this all stretches, it won't stretch. And the positions that it specifically doesn't stretch should be the point where it is making contact with a sensor. So that should leave me with major scope to route the sensors and their wires, and there's some beautiful stuff I'm going to do with, let me see if I have it. Let's see here, just a second. These are nice. You ever just stop to look at any of these things? You know, they're really interesting to look at if you see. Okay, I'm getting in the way of it, but you see what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, let the light recalibrate real quick. Let me watch out for nails. Okay, so much better. So you can see, so I'm playing with some different textures that I'm going to integrate into here to kind of flow the energy and keep it, put it in this other state, this kind of because like as you saw, I'm walking around in the sun, and I'm not sweating. The underside of these things is not clammy. You see, the underside of here isn't clammy because it's a mesh. So that's great for summer. It'll be an issue if I don't have something clever to do with it over the winter. But you know, it's getting there. So that's the update for today. I wanted. Let me see. Let me just sit down. So that's the update for today. That now the fingers are there. There is rotation. You can see it does, because the positioning isn't perfect, but the design works so well that I should be able to just account for how it naturally wants to flow, and then put tension in that place, or not. Who knows? Maybe not. But now, I'm at the sensor stage, and I have a sensor that goes into this that does not impede dopeness. So that's, see. And I must say, I have to admit, like, my hands being freed from the other things. See, my hands were doing this kind of stuff the whole time, but it was hidden underneath all that bulk. That's the reason why I started complaining so loudly about it. And because it was nearing the end of its interestingness to me, and so I find that it's interesting to explore these kinetic spaces before the sound. See, then the hand is already kind of its own musical flowing thing, right? And so to kind of pay attention to the hand's, movements and quirks and urges and limitations and whatnot. The car door. It tells you the story of its music before the music happens. So then it informs the music from a kind of pre-place. So that's another reason for the walks and all of that, and just kind of letting my hand explore its spatial realm within this membrane. And the sensors, the next video should be with something like working sensors. I won't say they'll be working, but I should at least be, twitching some shit in the next video. All right, cheers. I can even do that now. Haven't been able to do that in like 3 years. Peace.